You dropping this done deal.
Bro, let them know
It's a
you
done
going
deal.
on, bro.
Why it's a done deal?
Let them know you dropping me,
I'll
bro.
drop you.
No, say it.
Pooh Shiesty dropped from 1017.
Shout out to real nigga. Ain't never did no police shit or none of that, bro. Tell them what's going on.
Bro, we just did that. That's done.
What you do?
You dropped. You said you want to be dropped. You dropped.
You signed the paper and
I signed the paper.
everything.
It's done.
Pooh Shiesty done. That what make Pooh Shiesty a real nigga. Pooh Shiesty tell his lawyer, go tell the feds that he had them at Durst and he made them do it. We gonna sit back and see. You took everybody to jail and now you got a free.
You know, this stuff is deceased to amaze me. Now, Pooh Shiesty is beyond screwed. Like, he did it to himself. The whole internet is ablaze. Everybody's talking about the situation with Pooh Shiesty. You know, when the situation first happened, people were saying, oh man, Gucci, you wrong for this, you wrong for that. But this guy just did like 4 years, man, when he was on video during a robbery where people were shooting. He had an incident in the club. Like, these young guys don't want to learn, right? When I was growing up, we ran from the cameras. This generation of young people, they run to the cameras. Now, he's on ankle monitor, still in a halfway house, is on camera during the robbery with a weapon, with an assault rifle. Him, his dad, his homies, they trying to get Gucci to sign him out of a contract. The whole thing is just wow, right? Check this out.
FBI arrested 9 people in connection with a violent robbery and kidnapping at a Dallas recording studio. Good evening. I'm Clarice Tinsley. Investigators say the main suspect, a Memphis rapper known as Pooh Shiesty, held a group of musicians at gunpoint during a dispute over a recording contract. Fox 4's Alex Boyer is live with details. Hi, Alex.
Hey, Clarice, you know, this is certainly a crazy story. According to that complaint, he, along with his father and 7 others, traveled to Dallas back in January to go to a recording studio to meet up for a purported business meeting. But once there, the rapper allegedly held a record executive at gunpoint over that record deal dispute.
From rapper to accused kidnapper, Lontrell Williams Jr., known as Pooh Shiesty, seen here in his YouTube video, is under arrest for allegedly assaulting the owner of his record label, New 1017 Records, during a purported business meeting in Dallas back on January 10th. At the time of the incident, he was on house arrest for a previous unrelated crime.
Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint.
Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators lured the 3 victims to a Dallas recording studio. The gist of it is this: Williams wanted out of his contract with New 1017 Records, which is owned by fellow rapper Gucci Mane. Federal investigators say Williams pointed an AK-style weapon to the head of the victim, identified in the complaint by his initials RD, and forced that person to sign a release to his recording contract. Gucci Mane's real name is Radrick Davis, which matches the victim's initials.
See, these guys want to run around and they want to be real ninjas, right? They want to be bang, bang, anywhere gang. They want to do all that kind of stuff, man, to promote this image, right? To the point where they feel like they got to live this stuff out. But this is the flip side of the game now. See, this is the thing. It's too late for Pooh Shiesty, right? But I'm talking to you young guys out there, right? And why I created Urban Nerds to bring intelligence back to the community, because I'm in the prevention business, right? Getting to the youth before it gets this far. Because see, the society will edge this stuff on. They'll tell you, yeah, real ninja and all this kind of stuff. But as soon as you get in serious trouble, look at what they're saying about Pooh Shiesty now. Oh man, he's stupid. Oh man, he this, he that. But while he was talking his stuff, they was championing him on. Yeah, ninja, yeah. They was championing on that real ninja culture. They was even paying them to be a real ninja, right? Now all of a sudden it's too much, right? Now all of a sudden he wrong. Now all of a sudden he's stupid. Now all of a sudden he shouldn't have did that. But when he was making them rap songs and now he acting out his lyrics, all of a sudden he's stupid. So now all the people that were supporting him, that said he was coming home, that said, you know, that was making excuses for him, they saying this now.
Let me tell you the difference between a lawyer and a non-lawyer. Non-lawyers think the truth is what they know. Hey, I know this. This is the truth. I could see it. You know what lawyers think the truth is? It's what you could prove in a court of law. When a Fed writes an affidavit saying witnesses told him this, this, and this, and so the defendant is guilty of a crime, that does not make the defendant guilty of a crime. When those witnesses take the stand and give sworn testimony under oath with the defendant in the box and 12 jurors on the side, now you have evidence, you have sworn testimony. We are far from that. Look, I'm not saying this case is getting beat, this case is getting won, this case is this case is that. What I'm saying is you have to look at what the government is telling you and look at what the government is showing you. And then you have to start playing the game. That's all. The idea that there's a video of Pooh Shiesty holding a gun and pointing it at Gucci Mane and saying, sign this contract, has been proven to be demonstrably false. That is not on video. If it was, he would have been cooked a long time ago. But we'll see what happens as the case in the witness.
So this guy was in support of Pooh Shiesty, but he didn't see the video yet. He didn't realize that there was a video of Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 and all those guys in there with them, with his homie in there, them in there with them firearms, right? So now, once he actually saw the video, he came back and said this.
I'm still waiting for Ashton Kutcher to come into the recording studio and be like, yo, Gucci Mane, you've been punked. Sadly, I don't think that's going to happen. That looks like a real video. It looks like when the police reports first came out, it was clear there was no surveillance cameras inside the recording studio room where the kidnapping happened. And so Pooh had a chance. The security guard who gets robbed at gunpoint of his Rolex watches, Pooh could say, that's not me. But the thing was going to be, is Gucci going to testify and say what happened in the room? Gucci will probably still have to testify if Pooh makes him by taking it to trial, but more than likely Pooh's going to need to cop out a plea because the federal sentencing guidelines are so bad. How do you take out a camera in the room with no surveillance and then record that? Drugs. That has to be drugs. This is truly a lesson in life, ladies and gentlemen. This world is delicate and fragile, and if you have opportunity and you waste it, or worse, you bury yourself, it's over. You only live once. It's precious. Take care of yourself.
So I just don't understand, like, you know, once you out of the streets and you start getting to the millions, right? You got the money, the car, the houses, the chicks, all these different things, right? You could have handled this in the court. Like, you wanted to go back and still do this stuff through some gangsterism stuff and then record it and tell him to talk. See, this is the whole thing. You want to record it where it's on video, where him signing and he dropping you, where you got his voice. But you got the idiot with the, he got the ooh-wop, he got, what are y'all doing? And then you got a retired police officer there. You got, like, it's just real dumb. And you want monitor coming out for, when you did X amount of years for a shooting and a robbery, and you come right back on with a kidnapping charge? Damn, bro, they about to cancel your Christmas, man. It's over for you, man. It's over. His ex-lawyer, you know, he went online, man, because, you know, with hearing all the noise, he went on there and said this.
All right, let's talk Pooh Shiesty. Everyone has been calling me and texting me and DMing me for an update on Pooh's case, and because this alleged video came out. So let me tell you a couple things. Number one is I think it's pretty nasty work that there's leaks coming from the U.S. Attorney's Office in Texas on evidence that they feel will benefit their case. Of course, they're not leaking evidence that will not benefit their case. That's the first part of that. Now let's look at the actual video itself. It does not negate my argument, my legal argument that I made at the bond hearing of whether or not this is a kidnapping case. The legal definition for federal kidnapping, this does not meet. The benefit that they're having in this video is allegedly him getting out of a contract, which he never got out of. He never used. Nothing ever happened from it. So it doesn't change my argument that this is not a federal kidnapping charge. This is not a federal case in itself because it can't come in with the Commerce Clause. They didn't prove anything with these cell phones that were allegedly used, that there had some sort of cell phone information, that they communicated something with the cell phone. That was not used. So all these different things take it out of the federal realm of charging a crime. That was my original argument. It's still my argument. Number 3 of my number 1, 2, and 3. One is that it's a dirty trick by the U.S. Attorney's Office to release evidence. Number 2 is that it still doesn't meet the definition. Number 3 in that realm of what is important in this alleged video is that it does not show Pooh with a weapon. Again, they said that Pooh had this AK-47, this alleged AK-47, and it doesn't show Pooh with an alleged AK-47. It shows someone else with an alleged AK-47. So there's still things in this video that still help the defense. Obviously, the video in itself, if it's proven to be the actual video, it's not something that would be exonerating in a state case and or a federal case, even though I don't think federal has jurisdiction over it. The important things are the things that are missing from that video. It looks like the alleged victims still have their jewelry on in that video. So there's a lot of things going on in that video that people really need to take a very hard look at. And when people say, oh, this guy's cooked, that guy's cooked, they're just not lawyers. They don't know how to look at videos and how to look at the evidence. All right, let's talk Pooh Shiesty. Everyone has been...
The problem here is, why even put yourself in that situation in the first place? Why are we even here, bro? Then you got your pop. Man, Pops, it's no way on God's green earth that I raised my son. Man, listen, when I put my son in his mama, I rubbed her belly. I waited on her on hands and feet. I watched her belly grow. I watched my son come out of her. I raised him all the way up into a young man, right? All these years. There's no way in the world that I'm gonna be with my son and while in a robbery with a firearm and an instrument of a crime. What? No. Pops ain't allowing that. I didn't raise you like that. No, son, we're gonna handle this a different way. We're going a different route. Even if I have to go out there and handle my business that way, you ain't gonna be with me. Not mine. I don't understand, man. Like, why are we even having this conversation? Why are we here?
Knowing how to communicate, I learned how to communicate better. There's a lot of good things, you know. If you can see the good in situations, there's always some good. Moving forward, like I was saying, like, just on moving better in life, like, I try to steer away from them same type of, like, scenarios. It's like seeing now, like, I done saw that one before. Like, I done already watched that movie before. I'm already cool on it, you know what I'm saying? So I try to change on my people, places, and things, you know. Change up the way I move. I always put, like, the importance first, like, who I am and what I got ahead of me and who I do it for, and them situations to where now on my whole left side of my brain, all I can think about is, you know what I'm saying, the unfortunate, or, you know what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying, but yeah, we can't go back there. It's real easy to go back. It's super, super hard to get out. So they just stay on my mind all the time, and the hard times and the nasty food and the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep the cell, my back hurting, and yeah, like, it's real. So
everything he was saying was true. The cell, mice running through the cell, it's cold, sometimes it's raining in the cell. Like, it's hardcore, man. Friday night, you call your girl, she don't answer the phone. She in there getting her cheeks dismantled by another dude, right? Family members die on you, right? Nobody's calling you. Nobody's coming to see you. All that kind of stuff. The food is horrible. You got to worry about somebody trying to stab you. All kinds of stuff. But I don't know, for some reason, his brain shut down. And he forgot all about all the stuff that he was just saying in this video. His brain shut down. He wasn't willing to sacrifice. So now it's too late for Pooh. I'm talking to you young people out there. Is this what you want in life? This what you want? Right? You want to be locked down for 6 months at a time. You want to be locked down because they in there stabbing each other up, people getting unalive, all kinds of stuff. They put you in the cell with a booty bandit, with a booty buster, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you getting your cheeks busted, because you ain't strong enough to fight yourself off. You can barely go to sleep. You got to go to sleep with your blade between your legs, with one eye closed, one eye open. That's the life you want? That's the life you want to live? See, I never really talked about that too much in content because I try to put out different type of content, but I come from that life. That's the life you want to live? That's the flip side of this shit. That's what he was just saying, but his brain shut down. He forgot all about that. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Listen, I'm a little guy. You know what I mean? Listen, we got to go in there. We got to put something up on this thing, right? You got to be able to protect yourself, right? Jail's where all the bad guys go to, right? Jail, where all the stuff you see on the news, that's where they all go to. So it ain't a dog and pony show. That's what you want? It's too late for Pooh. It's all of y'all out here that want to be real ninjas, right? I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.